Gingos. Today I want to talk about the benefits of just like lots of different things, just like a positive attitude, right? Because in terms of like a lot of people on their day-to-day basis, right, they'll think negatively and they'll be like, oh, why does my life suck, this and that. It's like you shouldn't even bring up that thought. Don't ever entertain the idea of such negative things or outlooks on anything, right? So even if you're like, oh, I don't have the best genetics, so I'm not that good looking, or I don't know if I'll be successful, or I don't know how to cook. Like it's just don't even bring up the idea, because once you bring up this thought or this idea, your subconscious mind absorbs it, right? And it believes it is true because your brain doesn't know what's right from wrong. It's inside your brain, so you can't physically see what's going on, right? So in theory, if you ever have a bad thought, you should immediately fight it with a good thought, right? So it's like, what if I cook and it doesn't taste as good? And then immediately be like, no, what if I do cook and it's the best meal ever? And it's like, even if it's not true, it's better than to entertain negative thoughts. And so it's like I feel like this is what the whole idea with manifestation and like self-image and all of that. It's like it's not BS, but it's just the way your brain operates. And so if you're someone who's like, oh, I'm so ugly, oh, I get no women, oh, I'm shy, or this and that, it's like when you tell yourself that, your body and your mind believes that it's true and it starts justifying it, right? And so if you tell yourself, if you were to tell yourself, oh, I'm ugly, I get no girls, every time you're around girls, you'd be like, oh, they probably think I'm ugly, oh, I'm not gonna go get them, I'm not gonna even try going in them, right? But it's because your brain and your subconscious mind believes that you are ugly and that you can't get girls, so it starts justifying it in real life. But if you just told yourself that, oh, I'm an attractive guy, oh, I get lots of women, oh, I'm gonna become successful, I know how to cook, I know how to play basketball, whatever it may be, you should always entertain the positive thought, always, because thinking negatively will literally do you nothing. Like you get nothing. Like if you think positively, at least your body and your mind is geared towards making it true. But if you think negatively, it literally gets you nothing and it only makes you worse in life. And that's why like people who are depressed and people who are miserable stay miserable and stay depressed, because they continue to refill, like they continue to tell their mind, and it's like a reinforcement loop where they're like, oh, I'm depressed, then they do depressing things, and then they say, you see, this is why I'm depressed, and it's just like a circle, right, where they keep like it's a reinforcing loop, and you don't want your brain to be stuck in that loop because it's very, very hard to get out of, right? And so like for me, I feel like it's very important for guys, especially because guys have a lot of like issues with how attractive they are. It's like I don't think there's any guy that's actually ugly. It's just there's guys who don't take care of themselves and guys who do, right? And the guys who do are all attractive in theory, right? Let's just say, and the guys who don't, like you can tell when a guy is like doesn't take care of himself, right? If there's like a guy who's like not dressed properly, like his like clothes don't fit him right, he's like fat and he's like he just looks like a slob. It's not that he's not attractive and his genetics are just horrible or whatever. It's just he doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't buy properly fitting clothes. He doesn't take care of his skin, whatever it may be, right? It's just there's a lack of care on his part, and it's easier to be on that side. Be like, it's easier for him to say, oh, I'm ugly, I get no girl, rather than put in the work of like going to the gym, getting a job, shopping properly, and like doing all the little things that will actually make him an attractive specimen, rather than just being like, oh, I'm ugly, I get no girls. It's like it's so easy for you to say that, and that's why you're gonna stay that way. And I want, if you're watching this, I want you to genuinely believe in everything that you want in life is possible. It is 100%, right? And it's like even with like success, where you're like, oh, I can't just manifest success or whatever. It's like success is all systems. Like the more and more I like as I'm like learning more and more, I'm realizing everything in success is systems. If you want to go to the gym, all you really need to know is what am I going to do when I go to the gym? How am I going to get myself to the gym? And then how long can I wait? Because with time, you could get success in anything, right? Because let me put it this way. If you believe that if you're fat, right, and you want to lose 20 pounds, like, okay, first I have to get myself to go to the gym, right? Say you get your body and your mind absorbed to that idea, right? Now you're going to the gym every day, whatever. You're doing whatever workouts, right? Over time, you'll naturally get better and better workouts because you'll understand what to do in the gym better. Maybe you do some research, maybe you see some other people. Naturally, you'll learn more. And as you learn more, you'll be more effective, more efficient, whatever, right? And if you can just give yourself a long enough time frame, you will I guarantee you'll lose the weight, because it's literally impossible. If you're actively moving your body more and you're doing more research on the side of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't eat that. Oh, if I eat that, then my workout will be a little bit harder to do this and that, right? You naturally get more and more control over your life, right? So now your diet's a little bit better and you're increasing movement. Like that's literally the system on how to lose weight. It's that simple, right? And if it's like something like if you want to make YouTube videos or whatever, right? If you can understand how thumbnails, titles, making good, valuable content, like things of that nature work, with enough time, if you set the time horizon long enough, you'll actually get success. If you want a business, right, you just figure out what product or service you want to sell, and you figure out what is it that people want, how is it solving their problem, and you just keep selling it over a long enough time frame, you'll have a successful business. It'll be profitable, and it's literally that simple. It's like, yes, there's lots of intricacies and details and things involved, but literally anything that you want, if you can figure out the systems in place needed, and you can give yourself a long enough time period, you can literally get success in anything. And I genuinely believe that. And so it's like, just think positively. It's like, it doesn't hurt you to think positively. It's like, if you think positively and it works out, you'll be like, okay, look, see, it worked out. If you think positive and it doesn't work out, it's like, okay, now, because you're in a positive state of mind, you'll be like, okay, what can I learn from this? Rather than be like, oh, you see, my life sucks, this happened, my life's gonna go downhill from here. It's like, nobody said any of that was gonna happen. It's just you feel like reinforcing this bad loop. Think positively, and in the end, I swear we're gonna win. It's all possible. You can literally get anything you want in life. It's all systems, it's all manifestation, it's all in your head. Feed your subconscious mind the right things, be positive, and see how much you can accomplish.